Alright guys, Shrilling Capuchin here, and welcome back to my Dwarven City. So, we did a little bit of a talk about the build and what we're going to be planning on doing, and we're going to jump straight into one of the big buildings. So I kind of like plotted out this little bit of a square, and then decided we're going to already go away and deviate from the plan that I started out. So what I want to do is, we've got this big structure here with this big dwarven face. And the idea was going to be that there's going to be some sort of water wheel powered forge going on. So that's why this is here. This actually needs moving at some point. It's sort of just placeholder at the moment. But this is going to be like a big forge. And then I thought, well, I'm planning on having a blacksmith's guild. So it would make sense to actually have forges that the people who are like training at the guild can practice at. So this is going to be the location for the blacksmith forge, and I think it's going to look really cool. It's going to be half built into the mountain, half sticking out. It's going to look really prominent. Probably going to have to get rid of these two trees here, and I'm not sure at the moment whether to go like full dwarven and make it look like it's just like a building that's being converted, or whether to do like a mock dwarven style, meaning like it's not fully dwarven, but it's made to look it. So like there's going to be a few little motifs that are going to be different, and a few features that might not fit. I don't know. We'll see how the build goes and what happens. But I'm going to wing it. We're going to see what happens. I've got not really got any plans whatsoever at the moment for this structure. I know it's going to be 2 or 3 stories high. I want to have a little bit of a staircase leading up, so like maybe to this height, just so it's a little bit raised, so you've got this like nice view over the city kind of thing. But yeah, we're gonna get building. We're gonna start right now with a time lapse. Guys, we're back and we have got something going. This building has turned out to be much, much larger than what I was initially anticipating, but I really like the direction that we're going with it. So I had to cut the time lapse a little bit short and then did a little bit more work off camera, just basically finishing the basic plan. And I really like how we've got these two separate ways to get up here. So I decided this was like a main road here leading off this way, and it just kind of fits coming up to this staircase here, which is going to be like a big, like sort of a balcony area, and this wraps right around here. Initially, I was going to have this down here as like some sort of garden, so we've got a bit more green space, but I don't know. I kind of like the way it's situated a bit here, I guess. I'm thinking maybe a bit of a tree around here, just like to break up the stone. We need some greenery in here. And then this is going to be like a bit of a, like a plaza almost, because this is like one of the main reasons people are going to be coming to this city. The blacksmith guild, people coming here to learn how to smith from the dwarves themselves. It kind of needs to be one of the bigger buildings in the city, I think. And I like what we've got. So we've got quite a big sort of basement area, and there can be stuff going on in there. And this is just a basic plan at the moment. Obviously, we're going to be beefing out the foundations and adding in all sorts of details and indents and whatever. But yeah, we've got just a really nice style. And I'm thinking for the roof here, I'm just going to go for like a bit of a domed thing. So something along the lines of this, like that, 2, and then 3. Then from over here, we're going to be going 2, 2, 3, and then this in the middle is another 3. How's that look? Yeah, that will do. And that's basically going to be our roof. And I like doing a little bits of building like that on camera because I still prefer the old school Minecraft days of just like building for 25 minutes with you guys. But I've added this tower. Not too sure what this tower is going to have or represent. And it's kind of technically not really connected to anything, so that's going to be interesting. I'm not too sure what to do with these parts yet. Obviously, this is just going to be a walkway, but it could be flat up here and an entrance to the tower here. Maybe some sort of like bell up there. I'm not too sure. But yeah, just the overall structure is there, and I think this is looking really, really cool at the moment. And yeah, I can't wait to get into texturing. But I'm going to go into another time lapse now. I'm not 100% sure what we're going to be doing. I don't know whether I'm just going to convert all this to stone and then start doing some detailing, or if we're going to... actually, yeah, that's probably what we're going to do. I don't know why I said I don't know what we're going to be doing, because that's pretty much all there is to do. Start getting the detail of this exterior done. And then maybe in the next episode we'll look at doing an interior, but we'll probably have at least 2 more time lapses, I'm thinking, in this video. We'll do one, get a base, I'll come back in, have a little chat about what we've done and why we've done it, and then go into like a final time lapse, finishing everything off. So I'll see you guys on the other side of this time lapse. Alright guys, and we're back from the time lapse, and I've cut it a bit short because it was taking me a long time changing things out and messing about, and you had the gist of what I was going with, and it was just basically a copy and paste job all around the outside. But this right here is my new favourite angle at the moment. You've got the dwarven entrance off in the distance over there, the tower, and just yeah, I just really enjoy this building at the moment. So let's have a little look and see what we've actually got going on. So you saw quite a bit in the time lapse. I'm not 100% happy with the bottom of this tower. I'm thinking maybe like beefing it out a little bit down here. Something a little bit more akin to what we've got over here. Let me just fly over real quick. You know, like this, like something like that. So it's kind of bringing things in a little bit. Alexa, no, shut up. How rude. I'm going to keep that in the video. So, yeah, so something maybe like that, bringing it out a little bit, adding a little bit more to the base of this tower. Because at the moment, it kind of looks a bit flat to me, but I really like the walkways. This little bit here, I'm not 100% sure what we're going to have around here, but I'm thinking this is going to be like a little bit of an open square type area and some like buildings across the street, like along this line here. Um, and just like little bit of an opening. Maybe have some kind of statue of. I'm thinking like an anvil and a hammer because we've got the blacksmith and it's a forge like right here in the middle. And yeah, I think that would look quite interesting. But we're not 100% sure how this is all going to play out yet. But we come up here, we've got a nice cobblestoned floor to work with, and this comes around, and there's probably just going to be benches and stuff. I need to go around with my magic stick and fix these little corner pieces so they look like they're connected instead of just a gap like that. Again, we come up here. This is just a little bit of a dead area, and that's fine. Come with this little staircase, and then we've got this little walkway all the way around. And the next episode, we're going to be doing some of the interior, breaking through this wall here, and we're going to start making the forge and working on this and sort of tying this in with this building and bringing it all together. But yeah, so we carry on walking around here, and I just really like it. It feels quite grand. We still need to detail these parts. It's very flat and boring at the moment, so we'll probably come back in at some point, adding a few blocks in and making it a little bit more interesting because it's a bit basic at the moment. But until I do plan out the interior, I don't really know where the windows are going to go or where the doorways are going to go. I'll put these in as like a little bit of a plan at the moment, but I think things are going to change, so we'll have to wait and see. This comes all the way to the end. We didn't have to get rid of. Was it there? Was it there? Yeah, it looks better. So we didn't have to get rid of these trees in the end. I kind of wanted to keep them as much as I can, and I think that just like helps soften that edge of the building there. And this staircase, this is what I'm really, really happy with. This just feels so good to me. Feels really grand. And then I don't know if I'm going to have the stairs going like out down this way again, or whether I'm going to turn them and come around to the front. Same here. It's probably going to go out to the side. I think it's going to make the most sense. But I just really like the front of this building. It feels quite grand. Again, these parts seem quite flat. What I might do is add in the concrete powder like we've got over here. I didn't want to do it at first because the whole building was made out of the magenta wool, and if I'd used World Edit, then you get holes everywhere because the concrete powder would be falling. But as it is at the moment, I could probably go in and do another brush and add that little bit of variation because it's quite plain and flat at the moment. But yeah, I quite like it. The upper floor here is almost identical to the bottom floor, except we've got stone brick instead of the cobblestone because this is part of the ceiling below, and just follows the same pattern. And this tower here, I'm thinking of making it like some sort of bell tower, so we're going to put a roof on it, kind of like a domed roof, akin to over there, and over there. But we're not going to use that colour. We're going to use a different colour, and possibly this red. I don't know why I decided to go for this red. I just thought it would look a little bit more interesting. I'm tempted to put a window in here, like a domed window, something like that. But again, I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it or how it's going to work. But that's something I'm going to be looking at, and probably something that I'll just do off camera because I'll play about with it and see what we can come up with. But I really like the style that we've come up with here. It's follows on from a lot of what we've got going on already, but it still looks a bit different, a little bit more unique. And I think what's going to really make this build stand out is once we do the interior and once we decide where things are going to go. That's really going to bring it to life, because at the moment it just kind of looks like, well, I don't know, it kind of looks like a military base building, I guess. I think it's just this tower that's making me feel that, but we'll add some stuff in, mix it up. And again, once we've got the surroundings as well, that's going to help. Right, guys, that is going to be it for this episode. If you've got any suggestions for any improvements or anything else you want to see in the surrounding areas, let me know below, or catch me over on Discord. You'll probably find me in Lord Daka's Discord. That's where I am most times. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one.